Welcome to yet another episode of Let's Talk Tobago. I'm Davia Chambers. Trinidad and Tobago Carnival, the greatest show on earth, is officially over. So today we're taking you to some of the most popular cool-down beach spots in Tobago. It's also a great time for you to find out what's been happening on the island over the past week. So stay with us for all the details, starting with the headlines. Black Rock icons are recognized by the community for the contributions they have made to the village. The Health Community Meeting series continues, this time stopping in at Moriah, and we have all the highlights. The Tobago Soca Monarch and the Tobago Junior Calypso Monarch have been crowned. We reveal the winners, and later we take you to Roxborough for the annual Windward Afro Queen and Calypso competition. All this and more when Let's Talk Tobago returns. Stay with us.
Times. Yeah. Summer car done, 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 yeah. Summer car.
At the eastern end of the Sorbet local road is Kilgwyn Bay. Now Kilgwyn is a long sandy beach with very shallow warm water. The water here is very calm, making it a great bathing spot. The shoreline is a combination of sand and crushed corals lined with sea grape trees, so finding a shady spot to relax is quite easy. In our first story, the village of Black Rock paid a tribute to a few of its community icons who have contributed to development in the area at a special ceremony. Those icons continue to have a role in advancing the village. Here's more.
4 members of the Black Rock community have been honored by the Black Rock Village Council. They were recognized for their immense contributions to the village and by extension Tobago. They are Claudia Groom-Duke, Stanford Callender, Beverly Ramsey Moore, and the Chief Secretary Kelvin Charles.
The aim of it is really to have, as this community, to do a Hall of Fame, because we want to recognize persons who have contributed and contributed well to the life of this community.
The honorees will now be part of the Black Rock Ambassadors Corporation for Empowerment, or BRACE. They'll provide a leadership and a service and support interests and traditions of the community.
This program provides distinguished icons with opportunities to integrate with the Black Rock Village Council, community members, leaders, and youth. It encourages the development of leadership skills and it provides varied experiences through involvement in the Black Rock Village Council to enhance and develop leadership skills through education, research, and other activities.
Chief Secretary the Honorable Kelvin Charles expressed gratitude on behalf of all honorees.
What is critical, somebody made the point that all of us seated there are politicians as one area of commonality. But I think what needs to be said very forcefully is that all of us seated there have demonstrated in no uncertain terms the value of community work, our involvement in community life, and the rewards of community life.
The Village Council also honored the longest-serving employee of the Black Rock Community Center, as well as participants of the Tobago Heritage Festival 2018. I'm Caroline Wallace for Let's Talk Tobago.
A stroll from the A&R Robinson International Airport in the community of Crown Point is where you'll find the Store Bay Beach facility. With its clear blue sea, white sand, and a convenient location, it's by far Tobago's most popular beach. We move from the southeast to the northern village of Moriah, the location of the latest health community meeting. The meetings are geared towards improving healthcare service throughout Tobago. Among the residents' major concerns was additional support for the elderly. More in this story.
Residents of Moriah, Mason Hall and Providence met with health stakeholders at the second health community meeting to discuss their concerns about health service delivery in their area. Home care for senior citizens was one concern highlighted by a resident who was eager to have this service in his community.
I did raise a question of, I think you called it domiciliary care. That is for persons who are bedridden and do not have access, because I identified that as an issue from some community surveys that I did.
We already have a database of persons who are shut-in, persons who are disabled and all of that. We have all of that. We have caregivers in communities that we provide to persons who cannot provide for themselves. That is by no means adequate because we can't provide for a staff member for each person who is shut in.
Another resident raised the need to have community members practice healthier lifestyle habits.
If we ought to look at the vending, look at the different shops that are coming up ever so often and see what we can do in order to curb this amount of alcohol consumption in our district of Moriah, as also the fast food outlets.
There are children, there are families. Families make up communities. So there's a role for families in terms of all of this. So we want to encourage all stakeholders to assist in this effort to make the community what you want it to be while we assist as well. So we have to work together to deal with this.
Timely scheduling of important medical appointments was also an issue highlighted at the meeting.
I have a brother by the name of Loy Benjamin. He has some challenges, right? And for a long time, he was to do a MRI or something at the hospital. And they're just not calling him or anything every time he goes. Can't get whatever. So I want to know what could be done so that he could be attended to.
Your brother can have his MRI done. In fact, we facilitate persons from Trinidad coming to Tobago, getting MRI from all the other facilities and so on. So maybe if you give CEO the information and so on, we could have, and I'm certain before the end of the week.
The next health community meeting will engage the residents of Bethel, Plymouth, and Golden Lane. I'm David Jacobs for Let's Talk Tobago.
There is little shade from the sun at Storby, but recliners and umbrellas are readily available for rent. It's an excellent spot for swimming, and you can even snorkel at a small reef at the western end of the beach. Now, women in Tobago are being encouraged to pay attention to their reproductive health, their diet and exercise. This combination is being recommended to help win the fight against fibroids. Omadara Mills explains in this next story.
Up to 20% of women of reproductive age will develop fibroids, non-cancerous growths in the womb that can cause pain. Now, risk factors include race and family history, but women can lower their chances of developing fibroids by eating a healthy diet, free of alcohol and processed foods. That's the perspective of naturopathy expert Dr. Malaika Agbeko. Dr. Agbeko is encouraging women to choose a healthier diet full of fruits, vegetables, grains, and legumes.
Consume foods that help relieve symptoms. So yes, organic foods. Organic foods are non-genetically modified and they're not sprayed. Good fats, so your butter, your coconut oil, ghee, very nourishing, all in small quantities. Green leafy vegetables, cruciferous vegetables, so your cabbage and things like that.
Dr. Agbeko was addressing a seminar spearheaded by Fibroid Awareness Trinidad and Tobago. The NGO hosted the event to educate women about the condition and how it's impacted by diet and their external environment. This includes products like cleaning agents, synthetic fertilizers, cosmetics, and even feminine hygiene products.
We are exposed to too many chemicals in our environment day to day, and because women are biochemically unique, we tend to manifest a lot of those ailments. This is prevention. All of this is prevention. It's not a matter of well, I just have this, I just wanted to take care of that. No, this is holistic.
Women with fibroids can experience heavy menstrual bleeding and lower back pain. Obesity and high blood pressure increase the risk of developing fibroids, so regular exercise is important.
So exercise, it's anti-inflammatory, helps control blood pressure, improves insulin sensitivity, weight management, because we did speak about obesity. Obesity is also a risk factor for developing cancer and some of the very rare, more difficult cases, right? And exercise improves hormone balance. And it could be fun. It's a stress reliever.
Naturopathic medicine focuses on the healing power of nature and the body. This holistic and preventative approach addresses the causes of diseases like fibroids. Fibroid Awareness Trinidad and Tobago hosts events like this seminar to empower women to take charge of their own health and minimize the impact of reproductive diseases. I'm Amadara Mills for Let's Talk Tobago.
We are taking a break, but coming up, we follow the Carnival Educative Caravan. Stay with us. Let's Talk Tobago. We'll be right back. The beach experience at Store Bay ranks high for accessibility, cleanliness, amenities, safety, and calm water. Now, many glass-bottom boat operators also begin Buku Reef and nylon pool trips from this beach. So the Carnival season is not just about parties and celebrations. It's also a vehicle for embracing and passing on the local culture. And that's just what one initiative is aiming to do, starting with Tobago's young students. Here's this story.
The assembly halls of Signal Hill Secondary and Speyside High School were transformed into a carnival-like atmosphere with traditional characters, extempo and the soca artists. It's all in an effort to help students develop a greater appreciation for Carnival.
It was very relevant for them to actually see the characters alive. You know, usually you go on the net and then you will just look up for the character, search them, but you never see an actual character.
Wit and spontaneity are two key features of a good extempo. Students learned firsthand about this form of calypso from veteran calypsonian Black Sage.
Refreshing sight to see him coming here today, expressing and having children know about the lyrical content and the play with words.
Students also enjoy the versatility and smooth vocals of popular soca artist Pretty.
The most important thing as an artist is once children can retain your music and stuff like that, it goes a long way and it means a lot for me.
The Carnival Educative Caravan is an initiative of the Division of Tourism, Culture and Transportation to preserve the expressions of indigenous carnival art forms. From the Division of Tourism, Culture and Transportation, I'm Juliet James reporting for Let's Talk Tobago.
Above the beach, there are several food kiosks, a well-stocked bar, and clothing and craft stalls. It's an invitation for you to savor the local cuisine and take home some memories of Tobago at the end of your vacation. Now, the next generation of Calypsonians is doing justice to the art form. This was obvious from the recent Junior Calypso Monarch competition. Have a look at this story.
The young talent in Tobago was clearly on show at the Tobago Junior Calypso Monarch competition. 10 contestants vied for the prestigious title, but it was little Miss Michelle Williams of Signal Hills Secondary School who walked away with the title for her rendition of Who Are You?
Trinbagonians, don't you know in the 1940s, 94% Trinbago fathers were residents. Juvenile delinquency was almost non-existent. Trinbagonians, it was so, just check out your history. 1 out of 3 males aspired to be something great. Their intention was that their people they'd elevate.
Coming in second was Naomi Waldron with her powerful song entitled Where Were You?
With lots of homework to do, but you busy on Facebook. So at the lesson, yeah, never look. You keep saying he ain't no good. He acting just like his father would. The negative seed that you're sowing, now the bad behavior start showing. When things escalate, you ain't hesitate to throw him out. Nowhere to call home, his only choice is to knock about. Where were you when he was acting wild? Where were you to guide this child? You left this child.
And third was Nkosi Miller of Bishop's High School. He sang Never Give Up.
And keep your eyes on the goal. Remember you must be strong to take your place in this world. I say, and never give up, and never give in. The sky is the limit. And never give up, and never give in. I believe you will make it.
I'm Crystal George for Let's Talk Tobago.
We have come to our last stop on today's journey, Swallows Beach. It's located between Store Bay and Pigeon Point. Though it has not got the amenities of some of the bigger beaches, the water is clear, the white sand is attractive, and the coconut trees towering overhead offer lots of shade. Now this, Tobago soca music talent is growing. The 2019 Tobago Soca Monarch competition certainly reflected this with some new talent and more familiar faces. In the end, there could only be one winner. Check out this next story.
Artistry and trendsetter, and the 2019 Soca Monarch champion is Mixed Chemical. All noise!
That was the reaction of Nigel Ellis after he was confirmed as Tobago's Soca Monarch winner. He goes by the sobriquet Mixed Chemicals, and it was the first time winning the competition. His energetic performance and catchy tune got him the judges' nod and the $20,000 first prize.
That's no noise. Look! That's all noise. It's not a club, not alone. I can tell you that. Lay! Bang bang in a Rima, bang bang in a Ruka, bang bang in Tongue Point, bang bang in Bethel, man is bang bang in Miss North, bang bang in Scarborough, bang bang all up by Tambrin. Here we sing it, so come on, bang bang. We can take it in bang bang. Oh gosh, oh let's go in together, making a rhythm. What are we shipping? Bang bang.
Artistry and the trendsetter paid homage to Tobago with their rendition, Let We Go. It earned them a second spot and $10,000.
So when the rhythm start pumping, it's the whole damn nation jumping. Everybody drinking something. It's crab and dumpling, we eat it. Steel band and limbo dancing. See the girl them backbone whining from night until the morning. Tobago, let me hear you bawling. Come, let we go to Tobago. Sweet island in the sun.
Third was Caston Cupid, no stranger to the stage. He had the audience singing his every word during his performance of Vengeance.
You don't know what you're missing. Don't know what you're missing, you know. Oh yeah, she whispered to me that I don't know. Then she put me against the wall and she make me ball out all alone. She tell me, take that. She go down, she come up. She go down, she come up. Take that. She go down, she come up. What she say? Vengeance is mine. Vengeance is mine alone. I'm coming down this spine to make you come back home.
The competition was held at Bonacourt's newest nightclub, Club Knots. I'm Caroline Wallace for Let's Talk Tobago.
We have to take a break, but when we return, we have the highlights from the Windward Afro Queen and Calypso competition. It's coming up next, right after this break. Stay with us. Swallows Beach is considered a part of Pigeon Point Beach. The views from this beach are stunning, but do not leave without getting some of the unique Caribbean beach clothing and handmade crafts on sale right here. And staying with the theme of cultural talent, it was not only the West joining in on the Carnival festivities. Roxborough in Tobago East came alive on Carnival Saturday for the annual Afro Queen show and Calypso competition. Here are the highlights.
Aaliyah Holder of the Roxborough Police Youth Club is the 2019 Windward Afro Queen.
The Peregrinade who spars with her tongue, contending for supremacy among her peers. Aaliyah wears a handmade African necklace to complement her gong. This gong was designed and made by Suzette Waldron of Monley's Fashion Fancy. Her hair by Shahawe Arthur, and accessories by Keisha Andrews.
I am elated, and by all means, I knew that I would have won from beginning because I was confident. So it took me by surprise.
Displaying the traditional character of Peregrinade, Aaliyah also grabbed the titles of Best Casual Wear, Best Afro Carnival Gown, and People's Choice.
Talking about best, I hear John Dial coming to steal the show, but she's still looking for John Darnell to mind his child, and he only in denial. But he wants plenty muchachas with multiplications bacalawas.
Second was Maya Jordan of Zante Dance Company, while Cariel Ramsden, Miss Hope, placed third. 6 contestants participated in the 2019 edition of the show.
I expected to come first, but still placed second, something good.
It was an experience, and I'm grateful for the lessons learned.
And Nicole Thomas is the Windward Calypso Monarch 2019. She performed a song entitled Cleansing Flame.
For all the resources at our feet, we still continue to repeat the same old selfish mistakes. They promises pie in the sky for all, but when in charge, by and large, they drop the ball. And now the children of this nation, drowning in frustration, they lashing out. Watch them rebel.
Marvin Lewis and Caston Cupid was second and third in that order.
You call them the baseman from hell. I know he was a black knight as well. Guarding black man originality in little children, yes, he believed. His life, his music will live on. Dr. Winston Bailey, legend.
It's the worst we had in the country. I was shocked by how it affected me. To see people waist high in mud. The devastation put my mind to the sword. Hey, as a first responder, I saw the disaster. The pain, the grief, the shock, it was far too great.
The show took place at the Sid Gray Complex car park.
And it's now time to have Your Say, the segment of our program where we hear from you, the viewers. We'll now have a look at who had their say this week.
No one to ask question. What do you question?
The name is A. It's one of you spelling things.
That's a quick question. Nothing.
That's not, hold on.
I'm waiting for the money for the question now.
International Women's Day means that we have more rights, we have the freedom to vote, and at the same time to support each other.
Treat the ladies and them nice.
Well, women, we already take over the world, so it doesn't really make any difference. Because we out there.
It
just a day to appreciate women?
I believe it's just to show greater appreciation for the female gender, for all that we go through.
Every day respect. We supposed to respect women. It's not about a specialist. Every day of our life, as long as we have health and strength, we're supposed to appreciate women, because without women, we couldn't be here.
I know every day is a woman's day. So we must live as a woman every day respectfully, with dignity, character, and everything that is good for a woman. Walk good, talk good, dress good as a woman every day of your life.
The name is A.
It's only spelling things.
That's a quick question, nothing.
That's not, hold on.
I'm waiting for the money for the question now.
We close yet another edition of Let's Talk Tobago, and as always, we thank you for watching. Please email us with your comments or queries about the program, and be sure to visit our website, like our Office of the Chief Secretary Facebook page, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. From our house to yours, I'm Davia Chambers, along with the Department of Information, Office of the Chief Secretary, Tobago House of Assembly, wishing you a safe and very productive week. We leave you with a montage of the Junior and Senior Parade of the Bands. Do enjoy.
Skinny fabulous. Together. Marshall. We don't see color. Yelling. Together. Toughest world. Together. Cause when we roll, we don't roll alone. Say anywhere that we go, you feel